Hello everyone. Today we will see about one of the most popular field nowadays, that is software engineering. A software engineering is the field of computer science, or it is the field of computer system in which a software product is built on the basis of requirements of the clients. A software engineering is most popular nowadays because at the time of pandemic we work from home with the help of the particular softwares such as email for file sharing. For meeting we have used Zoom, Cisco WebEx, Microsoft so login for Microsoft Teams, etc. We have used for meetings, and also we have used a social networking sites such as Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, etc. are the examples of software. A Basically, in simple words, a software engineering is a field which is build the software on the basis of the requirements of user, or it is used to build a software on the expectations of the or the requirement of the client. Outline. In this presentation we will see basically about what is software engineering, why it is most popular, and basic terminologies of software engineering, that is who is software engineers, who is software developers, who is software architectures, who is software testers, and who are end users, and who build the architecture or design of the software, and different phases of software building, that how the particular software is built by the software engineers or developers. And also we will study about what is SDLC, means software development lifecycle. Basically a software is built with the help of a cycle, means first of all we have gathering the requirements from the clients, and after getting the requirements a planning team plan on the basis of requirements and try to find out the solution for the particular problem. And then designing team build a particular user interface and build the diagrams such as use case diagram, activity diagram, and which is given to the implementation team or a development team to build the interface or the features of the software. After development, a tester team who is responsible to test before it given to the client or the end user. So basically SDLC is the life cycle to build a software. What is software engineering, or the definition of software engineering? As we all now aware about software engineering, that software engineering is the field of engineering which is basically used to develop a software on the basis of requirements of the end user or the client. It is the field of computer science in which a software processes is used to build a software product so that it can solve the complex problem of real world effectively. A software engineering uses basic terminologies of software developer, software tester, software architecture, business analysis, consultant, etc. to build the softwares. Means that an organization who work on the particular software, they should contain all the developers, testers. They have different teams for it. As we all aware now that a particular software is built on the basis of the life cycle of software. Means first we will gather the requirement from the client. After getting the requirement, the company internally perform the planning on the base on planning or concerning with the respected team, that how we can solve that particular problem of the client. After planning, the planning team comes given this particular uh, gathering of requirements from the developer side to the client, and business analyst show this report to the client and try to engage the client to build the software so that a particular project can be built. In other words, a software engineering is field of computer science in which the processes like requirement gathering, as we have all discussed, planning, design, implementation, testing, and maintenance of software application taking place. Means if the testing is performed well, then there will be no chance of getting a bug. But sometimes it may occur that at the time of production, it may cause the code may get irritated, or code may get failed at the time of execution or at the time of production. It is the responsibility of a maintenance team who perform the support work for the client to, to build the applications again and to find out the bug. What is the bug responsible for the breakage of the particular application? In software engineering, software engineers applied their principal knowledge of data structures, algorithms, and the programming knowledge to solve complex human problems and make their life easier. The software engineers used different technologies to solve different real-time problems. For example, we can see the Google Assistant, which is also solve our real-world problems. Like we can say anything to it can solve our query within a minute or a second. We can find out a solution of the particular problem. We can gathering a knowledge from it. From Amazon, we can buy a product online at home. And from Flipkart, it is also an example of online grocery or online shopping. We can perform the online shopping from both with the help of software. It is also an example of software applications. Online transactions we perform with the help of Google Pay, we perform with the Phone Pay, etc. We can perform with the help of a software. So these are basically the applications of software. These are the phase of software engineering diagram. Means software engineering is comes under the diagram of it. That is requirement gathering, research, planning, design, development, testing, and management. Means that a software engineering consists of six phases. That is requirement gathering, planning, design, implementation, testing, and maintenance. After building a product, it might be sometimes pose a bug. So a software support engineers are there who can perform a work of soft support so that a client might not face any issue about their applications. If it can occur any bugs or any error, the support engineers can perform their task easily. Basically, the software engineering is based on the four pillars, that is design, method, systematic, and then development. Means that first of all we have to perform a designing. Designing is performed by the software architecture, from which a developer team can understand that what features is most important in the particular application and what feature is required for the future update. And after development, after applying the designing, the methods are applied by the development team. And after development, then systematic testing of the particular software is required before giving to the end user. It is performed by the testing team. So these are the four pillars of software engineering. What is software development lifecycle or SDLC? Basically, a particular software is built with the help of a life cycle that are used to build the software. That is, SDLC is basically provided a flowchart or the chart to perform a different operations at different phases. Like SDLC stands for Software Development Life Cycle. It consists of six phases. First of all, requirement gathering. It is one of the most important and first step of building a software. Means without gathering the requirements, how we can give the solution to the client. So the proper requirement gathering is required from the client, which is properly documented by the client and understood by the business analyst and the different business consultant, etc. of the particular organization. And the planning team is sitting with the requirement gathering team and try to find out the solution by concerning with the designing team. After the confirmation from the client and the organization, a designing team work is occurring. That is, Designing team perform their task by building the different use cases diagram by the software architect, different activity diagram and sequence diagram and data flow diagram. That how the data or the how the particular application can behave at the production site. After designing the particular diagrams like use case and activity, this is given to the implementation team. The implementation team perform the task of designing team by coding, by applying their principal knowledge of data structures and algorithm, by understood that how their complexity matters like speed complexity, time complexity. We will study it in further that what is basically the speed complexity and time complexity. This is the two pillars. Every software is performed well means that it is less consuming, means that there is a less space is required, means less consuming time, means there is less load, it perform efficiently. So it is required that the time and space complexity of particular software is less. Testing team. Testing team perform the black box, white box and different types of testing at the testing phase by understand that the particular application perform well or not at the time of production. If the particular application is failed at the time of production, then the maintenance team is responsible for providing the support to the client. The basic terminologies of software engineering. The basic terminologies of software engineering is software engineers. That who is software engineers? We are all aware that software engineers are the person who build the particular software. No, software engineers and software developers have difference. Software engineers are the person who gather the client's information, who can directly communicate with the client, or the software developers are the person who only develop the particular applications by getting the requirements from the designing team, or they apply their problem solving skills, their creativity or analytical thinking to solve the real world problems. They have a knowledge of programming, strong knowledge of programming, and their skill sets make them to implement new things and ideas. Software architect. As we all now aware about the software architect, the, they are comes under the third phase, means at the time of designing, a software architecture plays a most crucial role. Without a software architect or without a use case diagram, how we can build a particular application? So the designing is one of the most important phase. So in this, the system designing is performed by the software architecture. They they have mindset of both high level and low level design, that how the particular applications can load on the particular systems. They have their mind that how particular applications is seen at the user interface, etc. So the software architect is a person, they are basically specialized in making use case diagram, activity diagram, and how the software will fulfill the desire of client. They made it on diagrammatic representation. Software tester. A software tester is the skilled person involved in the quality assurance stage of software development and deployment. They will conduct automated and manual testing to ensure the software created by developer is fit for purpose, or any bugs or issues are removed within a product before it gets deployed to everyday users. As we aware about that, if particular software is deployed or if it performs, if it does not perform it as per the client's expectation, then it will create a bad in bad expectation or bad impression on the particular client, so that it must be required that particular software should be tested properly by manually as well as automated. First of all, manual testing is come and then the automated, means if we can't understand that particular application performed manually, how it performed manually, then how we can automate that particular process. So first of all, it is necessary that we should understand the manual testing and then we will go for the automated. Automated we have used in Java as Selenium, Jira, etc. Basically, this is the requirement gathering phase of business analyst, business consultant. They are communicating with the client that by building the use case diagrams from the designing team. First of all, they are communicating with the client that they are seeing the documents of client that what are the issues they are facing and how can we help with the help of software product. Then the designing team is building the use case diagram and given to the focus team, means a group of people who are building the particular applications and observing the different expectations of the particular software, and then survey is created through clients that the software building process is undergoing is good or not. After building the applications, after getting the requirements from the user properly, then it will goes to the design implementation team, and then implementation team implement it, and after implementing it given to the testing team, and then testing team communicate with the client team and with the end user to by providing the solutions at the production phase. So basically the requirement gathering is one of the most important phase. If we don't understand the requirement of the client properly, then how we can build a particular software. So requirement gathering stage is most important stage. So in the thank you very much for watching the video. If you like the video, please like, subscribe, and share the video. And keep learning, keep watching. And once again, thank you very much. And I will be coming up with the most exciting videos in the future. Thank you. Thank you very much.